Hello, my name is Nathan Silva, and this is my product or project, Night Night. So what it is exactly is it's an app that helps you track your sleep. But not only that, it gives you advice, personal advice on how to get more out of your sleep. So with this in mind, sleep is very important for many people. So it's best to get the most out of it and to get through the day without feeling that grogginess. So there's also a little diet portion as well to go over for people that necessarily that don't have a great diet that could also lead to bad sleep experiences as well. So there's also a little hidden thing about this app that embedded inside is a game to not only encourage restful sleep but also have fun with it as well, so you get the most out of it. So how does this all work? Well, first you need to put in some generalized information. So, like height, your age, how late do you often sleep, how much sleep do you get on a normal day to day basis, things like that. And from there, it will help you gain a guide to help you get a better sleep schedule. It's not going to tell you everything you're going to need to know. It'll give you a general idea of what is the necessary steps to take. Now, with that in mind, the fun part kind of comes in, which is the personalization of your night, if you will, the protector of your sleep, the one that helps you gain that sleep and uses it throughout the day like you should. So you have this little thing called the night night, or just your little special night friend to help you fight off battles during the day to help you push through. And after all the time you have clocked in to use that time for your sleep, it will to stop and then have the night return, and then he needs to gain all of it back to fight back the battles and continue on. So how will this work exactly? So let me give you the basic rundown. So before the user goes to sleep, they will press a timer exactly stating how much time from when they sleep to when they first wake up of how long they have been sleeping for. And the real time clock will be utilized to help navigate and calculate this properly. So, with that in mind, upon waking up, it's kind of like the snooze feature as well. So, when an alarm happens, you press the snooze. But in this matter, you don't press you could press the snooze, but it will just stop the timer and calculate how much time you slept over the night, actually. And from there, it will translate over to the night where he will be using that time you slept into protecting and fighting off enemies that he encounters throughout the day. So it's best to get as much sleep as you can to get the most rewards and loots from slaying the monsters that you can. So, with that in mind, there is a timer for how long he does stay in battle. So, once the time is over, he heads back to base, waiting for that resting period to happen, or once the user goes back to sleep, to regain all that strength and go out again. So, the base is where the knight not only rests, but he's able to use any loot that is collected throughout the entirety of the day and to be spent on to make him not only stronger but more durable, to last a little bit longer, just a tiny bit though. And from there, the sleep cycle starts again. So after you press the sleep button, the cycle starts over again, and then you start your day and go through all of that over. So now comes the features part. So one of the many features that are in this game. There's about a total about 9, but you'll find sooner or later that not all of them are going to fit specifically into the idea and with reasons. So with the first one being accomplishments, we're noticing that the more sleep you get, the longer he stays out. It's it's almost like a sense of accomplishment. It's good that you're getting these goals that are given to you. So like a little test would be like log into 3 days and you get a reward. Getting those small little hits of rewards or endorphins gives the player a sense of like happiness knowing that they're completing something, and that little boost can give them the courage to continue going on. So with that in mind, it has an idea of how to get people back in and logging in and keep playing. The next thing would be aesthetics, how everything is in the app, how easy it is to navigate throughout the map or the app itself, and how exactly you could find things easier without being lost. Because some apps like this tend to hide a lot of features in multiple different tabs, getting you lost and essentially just hiding the information behind so many different tabs, which is very very annoying for me and others. So it's best to have a simple and clean design to really make everything easier for the person. So the next feature would be epic narrative. So with that, there isn't a very heavy emphasis on the narrative, other than really just a little fun tale of your night protecting you during the day, while also resting and getting stronger while you sleep. So it's best to keep the narrative like very short and simple, so it can not only just obstruct the player from their actual goal, which is to sleep, but just to have fun with it as well. As I stated before, the night protects you throughout the day and receives sleep, and whatever sleep the user calculates is how long he's going to stay out there for. The next feature that I'm going to be talking about is social influence. So now, with that in mind, humans tend to be very not open people, but they tend to be talkative. They like to spread information to others because that's how we tend to communicate. With that in mind, having good success in finding more sleep tends to be good for people, because many teens, adults, and older generations as well are finding it harder to get the full rested 8 hours due to either stress, work, or even something unrelated to all of those. But if it can aid one person, and that person is very trustworthy, and they spread it around, then you know that this could actually work. And from there, it just becomes word of mouth advertisement more, because you notice that people that use it see very good success. And with that, it'll cause more people to not only get it, but also just want more information about it as well. The next feature that I'm going to be talking about is ownership. Now, with ownership, it's kind of difficult to really boast about how much sleep you're getting, because at the end of the day, it's almost like an encouraging thing that you're getting more sleep. It's nothing really to boast about. But with that, you can talk. The main thing that really comes from the ownership of this is displaying your time in game, and how well your knight is doing, how strong they are. Things sort of that nature will get really different, because your character can be unique in your way, while one other person or one other users can be different in their way. So now comes the creative freedom. Now with creative freedom, you can customize your knight in a multitude of ways, so you can really express yourself. But the thing about it is, it's still not solely focused on that idea of the game. It's still trying to relatively help you get more sleep, or keep you on track of how to get more sleep throughout the repetition of using it. But there still is an importance of customization with the knight, due to the fact that everybody wants something different. Everyone wants their hero to be portrayed as something that they would like. So giving the players the freedom to really customize their knight, and the loot that they collected over the span of the days, can really go a long way with people's interest in, as well as like collecting. So the unpredictability portion of the features is interesting because if you were to download this app right away from the App Store, you would only picture it as a sleeping tool, so to aid you really. But for the people that really delve deep and look at everything that an app has to offer, they will be very surprised that a great amount of detail is put into helping sleep. But not only that, there's also a great amount of detail in the entertainment portion that comes from the knight and the loot that he gets, the gold that he gets, the shops that he can spend the gold. It at the end of the day, you're having fun and you're learning how to be with yourself in a interesting way. Now, with scarcity as one of the second to last features, the app itself is going to be just open to anybody that wants to download it. There's no necessary like thing that's going to be happening where it's just a limited time offer. Most of those are just somewhat of a gimmick for just getting more people in. But with the app, I tend to let the whole thing do its talking pretty much. So I'll let the app do its talking. But with scarcity, I did notice that you can have interesting loot be dropped, and many people can still go to it to be try it out. So it's not really a big deal, but it's interesting. And another thing about it is people like exclusivity, but with the way an app kind of functions, it's kind of hard to really have super exclusive deals. Lastly is avoidance. So the many stigmas that are connected to humans. So like investing in time into this app and trying to leave it is very difficult. I myself have invested multiple of times in so many different applications or games that it's very hard to just leave. But the more time invested in an app, the sooner you can see results, and many people want to see results more than them spending time. So the more they keep using, the more they can see that they'll get something better. So in conclusion, sleep is very necessary for for humans in general to regain the energy they lost throughout the entire day. And this app, is meant for people like myself and others that tend to get less sleep than what is advertised due to some reason. And getting more sleep, as well as teaching people how to get a more restful sleep, is what I'm trying to do. But at the end of the day, this app is just to entertain you while you learn how to sleep. And what's a little fun, right? Without learning. It's interesting. Thank you.